As the great philosopher Seneca once said, all cruelty arises from weakness. Today, we're diving into the heart of Stoicism and its teachings. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece, holds timeless relevance in our modern world. Its proponents like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius have taught us to control our reactions and find tranquility amidst chaos. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a life tool. Let's embark on our journey into Stoicism, a philosophy that can change your life. Stoicism teaches us the power of perception. It's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. Viewing perception as a potent tool in our cognitive toolkit, it shapes our reality by coloring our experiences and emotions. Take a flat tire, for example. Some may see it as a frustrating inconvenience, allowing it to ruin their day, while others may view it as a minor setback, an opportunity to practice patience and problem solving. The event is the same, but the emotional outcomes differ radically based on perception. Stoicism encourages us to reframe our perceptions to see events not as inherently good or bad, but simply as events. This prompts us to understand that our reactions, not the events themselves, determine our emotional states. By mastering our perceptions, we can approach life with a more balanced and less reactive mindset. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to what happens to you that matters. Stoicism encourages us to live in accordance with nature, to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. So what does it mean to live in accordance with nature? Stoics believe it entails aligning with the natural order of the world, recognizing the laws of nature and the universe, and accepting them without resistance. Acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active acknowledgement that leads to a state of peace and tranquility. Let's take a simple example. When it rains, we can either complain about the weather and wish for sunshine, or accept the rain as a natural phenomenon beyond our control and find peace in that acceptance. The former approach leads to frustration and discontent, while the latter leads to tranquility. Stoicism teaches us that resisting reality can cause unnecessary suffering. After all, the world is full of imperfections, and it's our resistance to these imperfections that often causes our distress. Living in accordance with nature means accepting the world as it is, with all its imperfections, and finding peace within that acceptance. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. We must learn to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. This principle isn't easy to grasp, but it's often a challenge to apply in real life. Why? Because we're prone to stressing over things outside of our influence. Consider this example. You're stuck in traffic. You have two options: be frustrated by the traffic, which is beyond your control, or use this time to listen to an audiobook or podcast, something within your control. The latter choice leads to personal growth, while the former only leads to unnecessary stress. Similarly, you can't control how others perceive you, but you can control your actions and reactions. It's about directing your energy towards the controllable aspects of your life and accepting the uncontrollable. By focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't, you create a foundation for peace and resilience. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, but a way of life, and its teachings can be incorporated into our daily lives for profound transformation. This ancient wisdom, passed down by philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. To summarize the key lessons we've discussed, remember that our perception shapes our reality. We can find harmony by aligning ourselves with nature and understanding the dichotomy of control, which can free us from excessive stress and anxiety. Now, how can we apply these teachings in our daily lives? Start by observing your reactions to external events rather than getting swept away in emotion. Try to see the situation objectively. This is the power of perception in action. Then, align your actions with nature. This doesn't mean you have to go live in a forest. It's about living authentically, being true to your nature, and recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. Finally, acknowledge what is within your control and what is not. You can't control the weather, traffic, or other people's actions, but you can control your reactions, thoughts, and actions. This understanding alone can bring much peace and resilience. The journey of personal development through Stoicism starts small. Be consistent and remember that progress, not perfection, is the goal. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Embrace Stoicism, and you'll find the strength and serenity to face life's challenges.